So I'm in a different state of mind right now. We're gonna do this repot on this oncidium because this is far too long. Anytime the media starts to look like ooey and gooey and mucky and gooky or whatever, it's broken down, and the roots is not going to be able to absorb the nutrients as we would want it to do. So, like I said, my husband is behind me cooking us something to eat. This is my first time repotting oncidium. I don't know what to expect, but this is Orchids for Dummies. Each one teach one. Leave those comments in the box below, honey. So I have already soaked this media to make it easier for this to come out of the pot. This is a lot of roots. It actually started to push the pot down. The roots growing all out of the pot. That is another way to know when is it time to do a repotting. Also, I got my new growth coming in right now, so that's when you want to do your repotting, okay? It is not. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, this is so scary. If I see a bug, I'm gonna take off running just to let you guys know. But this is, ooh, oh, this is a lot of roots. Oh my God, this is a lot of roots. All right, Fab Pals, this is gonna take a lot of time because I don't know what I'm doing, and it's like it's more roots than it is media. So, yeah. Stay tuned, Fab Pals. Stay tuned, honey. Stay tuned. Okay, Fab Pals. So you can see what I'm doing inside of the pot. I'm breaking down the styrofoam just to help me fill up this big 7-inch pot. I tried to place the oncidium in the 6-inch pot, but it's not big enough. These roots are ridiculous. I've broke half, and I've broke most of them off. Trying to get the moss out. It's still a lot of moss in there if you can see it, but you can ask my husband. I've been picking at this for over an hour, and this is the best that I could do. It's more roots than anything, so I'm gonna just go for it, okay, Fab Pals? So you can watch me. Here we go. Once I break the styrofoam down, I'm going to put a little of the garden lime inside of it. And you have to excuse me. My husband and my child is in there watching TV. I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible, Fab Pals. This is just the mix that I've already wet. Yeah, that's a lot better. So here we go. I am going to place the new growth towards the back. Like so. And I'm just going to start filling it up. Okay, Fab Pals? Okay, Fab Pals, so now that I have halfway filled it up with the media, I'm now going to sprinkle just a little of the garden lime in the pot. And that's only to help maintain a good pH system, okay? Just a little sprinkles. That's all. I am so sorry about this TV, but it was either this or you guys didn't get a video at all, honey. And this oncidium, as you can see, it's been needing a repotting for a very long time, but I've been procrastinating, trying to wait for the right moment for me to learn about the orchid so I could properly tell you guys how to plant it. But the orchid itself was suffering, so And because I have all of this ventilation going on in the pot, I'm gonna have to water this a little bit more frequently than I would if it had just regular moss or anything in it. I'm gonna make a really big mess. But okay, Fal Pals, this is going to this gonna have to be it, honey. This gonna be it. This gonna be it. I'm gonna do a little moss up on the top, and that's it. All right, Fal Pals. Alrighty, Fal Pals. So another orchid that I will be repotting today is going to be my beautiful Phalaenopsis December, the one that I purchased with my mom and told you guys that it was going to be a competition. Now, if you go back to my update number 4 video, you will see that her Phalaenopsis orchid is doing just fine, while mine, on the other hand, was not. And that's because the low humidity, when the orchid has so much going on, it's going to be very needy as far as nutrients and making sure that it's being fertilized, because Phalaenopsis orchids are heavy eaters, just not at all at one time. Everything in moderation, such as with people. So these roots down here, I'm gonna have to get in the nitty gritty. I'm trying not to break this, break the, what is it? The spike. Even though it's probably a dud. Now she grew up in yonder. Up in yonder. And such a beautiful new root. I don't want to cut it off, but that's a better view for you guys. Yeah, it's already kind of sliced right there. All right, Fal Pals. Well, let me slice this off, and I will be right back. There it is! There it is, Fal Pals! This is the little cup of the... This is what I was talking about when I was talking about that little basket. Normally it's a little basket. Plug. This is the plug. Is this what a plug is? This mess? So let me know, Fal Pals. That was a debating question for such a long time. All right, Fal Pals. But let me get this on up out of here. Stay tuned, honey. Stay tuned. Okay, Fal Pals, so what I decided to do was, because this is still good media, and how I'm able to tell if it's good media or not is because it's not easy to break. It's not real flimsy or flexible or smushy. So some of this bark I'm still going to use, because this is some good bark. I can tell good bark, because bark is going to be bark, and bark isn't going to be dirt or mud, okay? So what I'm going to do is put this bark into this bowl, and I have some water that I brought to a boil, and I'm going to put it in the bowl. Guys, excuse me, I have a cold. I'm going to put the boiling hot water in the bowl, and it's going to kill off any bacteria or anything. Oh, Lord, I have power going on and out. Miss Orchid Girl, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You have no dominion here, Miss Orchid Girl. You have none, honey, none. Honey, girl. These Romanian folks get on my nerve, honey. I'm sorry, honey. Look, I'm going to keep making my video power off or on, honey. We going to keep making our videos, honey. That's what we going to do. Baby, your tyranny days are over, honey. We're done with you, Miss Orchid Girl. We done, honey. We are done. But always be cautionary, because this right here will surely stop your sink up. So go ahead, get you some Drano prepared, honey. I'm going to catch all that I can catch, but all of that little dirt right there, all I can do is put some boiling hot water with some bleach. Some boiling hot water with some bleach to run down there. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. But I don't have an outside and buckets and all that stuff to go and do stuff like some of my other people do. some things you wait until you have your home to do. All right, Foul Pals. I just wanted repotted filth, honey. Okay, Foul Pals. So I put some of the packaging foam in the bottom of the pot, and I did that because all of that black substance that you saw in the pot, some of that will surely come off of this bark each time I water my plants. And as I said, that will stop your sink up. So I'm trying to avoid that by putting some non-decomposable foam in the bottom of my pot. Okay, Foul Pals, and be careful not to crumble it too small because it will surely come out of the pot. So you want to make sure that you have it a nice proper size so that it will not rinse off into the bottom of the pot. I mean into the sink. That would defeat the whole purpose, Foul Pals. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do is put just a little moss. Just a little, honey. Just a little. Like I said, honey, less is more. Less is more, honey. Less is so much more. Especially with this long-stranded premium New Zealand moss that Miss Orchid Girl just found out about from watching my station. I see you, boo. I see you, boo. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start positioning this baby in the pot. This is a lot going on. I'm doing the best that I can, Foul Pals. Doing the best that I can. I'm just mixing it around. Trying to, like my spaghetti, properly distribute the bark. Once I do the bark, I'm going to do a little bit more moss. And I'm going to take my time. Now, you want to remember that the main objective is to keep these roots hydrated and moist, especially in this dry, cold season. So that is what you want to keep in mind while repotting this baby, okay? Now, Foul Pals, this can be quite lengthy, but like I said, this is a repotting filth. Repotting filth, honey. Because I do a little bit different repotting the way that I did on my very first video, which was 4 months ago. I learned some new things, some new techniques. Now, I don't want her roots. You just have to be patient, Foul Pals. Be patient. But I don't want to rush this at all. But as you can see, I'm putting just a little of each at a time, evenly distributing it. Oh, it's such a good root. And you see it still is broken off or it's damaged right there. But such a good root and it's hard. So it's still pulling nutrients. So I'm going to leave it in the pot, honey. I'm going to leave it in the pot, but that was already like that. I just noticed it. This is going to be a nice video to go to sleep to, Foul Pals. Yes, God, honey. The People's Channel, honey. The People's Channel. They said they still wanted some repotting videos, honey. So let me get into it, honey. Let me get with it. Let me get with it. Just a little at a time, because we want to make sure that the roots still breathe. All right, Foul Pals, stay tuned, baby, stay tuned. All righty, Foul Pals, so the next thing that I'm going to do is clean these leaves off, make sure that there is nothing inside of the crown of this Phalaenopsis orchid, and I'm cleaning it with just a tad of dish detergent and regular water. And I'm doing it because I've never done it before. I'm just making sure that everything is a-okay before I let this baby go off, because now that I've potted her in some media that was already wet or moist, I've already let her soak and fed. I have some fertilizer also inside of the moss that's inside of the pot. So she is going to be okay for at least a week. And I'm saying a week because, like I said, it is dry. Very dry here. Now, if it was in the summertime and it was very humid, it might have been a week and a half or two. But yes, God, this is what we doing, honey. I told you we had a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to talk about, honey. So next year, I will not be putting out in the beginning. I will not, in my first quarter, I will not be putting out videos every day. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do one video a week. In the time away, I'm going to be looking at everyone else's videos, commenting, liking, and subscribing to new channels, welcoming people into the YouTube Orchid Society. I will be learning how to make better videos, give you guys better videos, better quality each time. I'll be out in the highways and byways at the orchid shows. So it's just a lot of great things coming and planned for Orchids for Dummies. So baby, please stay tuned. Please stay tuned, honey. Stay tuned, honey. Yes. So just to give you guys a close-up of the pot to let you know what exactly is going on. What did I do? Like I said, the prime objective was to maintain moisture in the pot. And as you can see, it's going to be 50% moss and 50% bark that was already in the pot with her. I used this stake as a leaning pole because she still is in spike and she is kind of heavy. She's heavy. She's a heavy top girl, okay? So, all right, Foul Pal. So, I've decided to actually put her back into the pot that she came in. Because this ceramic pot is going to keep just a little bit more moisture in here. Now, she isn't going to be as ventilated as she should be. But that's because it's so dry that I'm going to let her sit in here just to keep a little moisture in the pot. So, it's a mess because we got a lot of stuff to do. All right, Foul Pals. Until next time.